Approximately 1.3 million people will move to Canada in 2024, and more are expected this year. There are multiple paths to legally move to Canada and you will qualify for at least one of them. Here is a detailed step-by-step instructions about moving to Canada. Number 1. Check your eligibility to know if you qualify to move to Canada. You may not be allowed to immigrate for one of many reasons. These reasons include human or international rights violations, criminal record, health, financial reasons, misrepresentation, non-compliance with Immigration Refugee Protection Act, having an inadmissible family member. Number 2. Consider the different types of legal pathways to residency in Canada. There are several ways that you can apply to be a Canadian resident. 1. Express entry for skilled workers. People with at least 12 months of full-time managerial, professional, or skilled trade work experience may apply under this category. 2. Business startup or investor. These types of visas are meant for individuals who are entrepreneurs, own their own businesses, or who are professional investors. Investors who wish to apply through the investor channel must have a net worth of at least $10 million Canadian dollars or more. 3. Provincial. Provincial class residency occurs when a specific Canadian province selects you to move to it. This form of residency is relatively rare. 4. Family sponsored. In the family class, your family members already live in Canada can agree to sponsor your immigration to the country. 5. Spouse sponsored. If your spouse is a Canadian citizen or permanent resident over the age of 18, they can sponsor you to live in Canada as a permanent resident. 6. Quebec Select. This is similar to provincial class residency, except it is the provincial government that selects you on behalf of the federal government. 7. International adoption. In the international adoption class, current Canadian citizens who have adopted a baby or child from another country can secure the child's Canadian residency. 8. Refugees. People who are fleeing their home countries for safety reasons may also apply for residency by completing a refugee application. 9. Caregivers. If you are coming to Canada for the purpose of caring for a Canadian resident or citizen, then you may be able to apply for a caregiver visa. 10. Self-employed. If you work for yourself, then you may be able to apply for a visa as a self-employed individual. Keep in mind that you may have to prove that you have an income of at least $40,000 per year and that you could continue to earn as much living in Canada. Number 3. Complete the appropriate application. Choose the application that is most relevant to your situation to apply for your visa. For example, skilled workers can complete an express entry profile online if you want to speed up the process of moving to Canada. After completing the entry profile, you will also need to register with the Government of Canada's Job Bank unless you already have a job offer. If you are applying for a self-employed, startup visa, Quebec selected skilled worker, family-sponsored visa, or provincial visa, then you will have to mail in your application. Number 4. Pay the application fee. The application fees can be quite high, especially if you will be requesting entry for a spouse and other dependents as well. For example, the application fee for an express entry application for an individual would be $550 Canadian dollars. However, if you are bringing a husband or wife and child as well, then the total application fee would be $1,250 Canadian dollars. Make sure that you pay your application fee in full or your application may not be processed. Number 5. Wait for your visa to arrive. Keep in mind that it can take a while to get a response on your application. Even if you apply using the express entry form, you may have to wait for up to 6 months to get a response. Canada plans on welcoming over 1.3 million new immigrants between 2022 and 2024. Start your application process today. Please subscribe to this channel.